Morning. You can't see what I'm doing. I'm going to do a taste test video today, and I'm starting intro just now because the food is in the oven. I didn't plan this through very well. So essentially I decided that there is far too much vegan food in the supermarkets that I have not tried or filmed myself trying. So I've decided today to make a taste test video. It is 2 o'clock in the afternoon, which is lunchtime-ish for me, and I'm having a buffet. And I mean a buffet. Now I would have started the video already if I could eat sweet food before savoury food, but I'm a weirdo and I can't. So I'm waiting on the pizzas and the spring rolls and the burrito, and I have that before I can have the dessert stuff because that just makes sense to my taste buds. The foods that will be in this video are from Tesco, Aldi, Morrisons and Asda. So there are 4 UK supermarkets. Don't know if you have them in your country. However, these foods may not be vegan in your country. I have to say that all the time because the amount of times I've shown something that is vegan in the UK but it's not vegan in America or vice versa, blah 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 blah. Everything in this video, to the best of my knowledge, is vegan. I checked it a million times. I've got it all off the internet and I've checked all the ingredients and I've asked the people in store if there's not an ingredients list, so we're good to go. I think there's maybe about 10 to 12 things. I think there's 12. That's what we're going to do. This is all junk food. This is not food I eat every day, but it's Tuesday and we're eating pizza and spring rolls. Ah! Hot, hot, hot. Oh my god, look at that pizza. Slide. No! Don't slide that far. Right, hold on. Pizza. Hold on. Okay, do you know what? I think I need to put my hair up. I don't think you can enjoy food when your hair's down. I'm so excited. Right, barbecue sauce. I actually have to have a sauce plate because... sauce plate. Because I'm basically putting all the food on this wooden chopping board and just eat it from there. So this pizza is a pepperoni pizza from Morrisons. Now, I'm not going to lie, I've had this pizza, this is Tuesday, I had it on Saturday because I was at my friend's house and we basically were going to order Deliveroo, but then we realised why not just go across the road to Morrisons and get the pizzas from there. This was £2.50, £2.50, and I thought, do you know what? So let me explain the backstory actually to this. So I do not normally like vegan meat substitutes because I don't like real meat. We know this. However, we went to Morrisons at like 8 o'clock at night. There wasn't many pizzas left, so they have like a pizza counter. Obviously there's like frozen pizzas and stuff like that, but this is like the actual pizza counter. The counter was closed, but they had pizzas like ready made. This is one of those pizzas. £2.50. Size wise, I'll give it a 7 out of 10 because it's like, you would eat this with a side of chips. You would just have this on its own. Like, it's not massive, it's not small, it's not American. This is what we would probably class as medium. So I actually wasn't looking forward to this when I got it because number one, realistically, how good is the pizza going to be for £2.50? And number two, it had the vegan pepperoni on it. So my plan on Saturday was to make this and like cook it with the pepperoni but take the pepperoni off just so there was like flavour but not like the actual texture of the meat. But then I thought we'll just try it anyway and I actually quite liked it. So spoiler alert, I like this pizza and I use scissors to cut my pizza. Okay. Who else uses scissors to cut pizza? Anybody? That's hot, that's hot. Oh well. Yup. Is it the best pizza in the world? Absolutely not. Is it like Italian pizza? No. But for a supermarket pizza, for £2.50, I give it a 7 out of 10. I really do. Now the actual pepperoni I like, which is questionable. So how much does it actually taste like pepperoni? I have no idea. That is good. It's good. I actually have 2 pizzas, I'm not even going to lie about that. 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10. Oh, pizza number 2, slice. Oh, and a spring roll. Okay, so this pizza is, where did I get this? This was Aldi plant menu. I've never had any of the food from Aldi, like this plant menu range. I've never had it, but this is a spicy cauliflower pizza. That's, why is it wet? Oh, so this comes frozen. I think it takes like 15 minutes. And then we're gonna have the spring roll first because I got the no duck spring rolls from Morrisons. £1 for 5, I believe. So it says that it has duck style pieces. I'm not gonna like that. But we need sweet chilli sauce. My sauce plate looks so sad. Let me see. Hopefully it's not like chunks and it's just wee bits. Oh no, you can totally eat that. It's not like big chunks. You know, sometimes you get like strips of, in my head duck is like pulled, so it looks like strips. Does that make sense? Like it's chunky. That is not chunky, and it's actually really nice. Oh, it's hoisin, that's why. Hoisin. How do you say that? Hoisin. Hoisin sauce, hoisin sauce. I'm not gonna lie, this is all like party food. See, if you were having friends over and you wanted to just throw everything in the oven, you could just buy all these pizzas and spring rolls and it'd be so cheap. Yeah, I like that. It's hot. My favourite spring rolls of all time are the Tesco spring rolls. They do the big jumbo ones. I think it's 4 for £2 or £2.50. But for £1 they're really good. What would I give them? Do you know what? They're getting a 7 as well for what they are. If you wanted like actual, I've never had a regular duck spring roll, so I don't know how chunky the kind of meat of the duck's supposed to be. That's so sad. A duck. But these are good. I like these. Okay, next pizza. This pizza, I'm just gonna lift it. That looks good. That looks good. Have I ever had cauliflower on a pizza? I don't really know the answer to that question. Comment down below what your favourite kind of pizza is. And if you put pineapple on a pizza. See, when I was doing my Instagram lives all through when lockdown was like really strict and we really couldn't go anywhere, the question I got on every single live without fail was, do you eat pineapple on a pizza? I wouldn't choose to have it on a pizza, but I like it when it's on it, so I wouldn't like take it off. I need to burp so bad right now. Pardon me. Okay, fun fact, I say pardon me when I'm in the house myself or anywhere myself. If you burp with your mask on because it's disgusting, it like traps in and you're like gasped by my own burp. Do you know there was a, oh, it's spicy. Yeah. There was an initial confusion there because I'd just eaten a pepperoni pizza and then this one tasted really different and my mouth wasn't sure what was happening. Oh, that's spicy. Why is that so spicy? Wait, there's literal chilies on it, okay. That's actually okay for a pizza, but the pepperoni one's nicer. I feel like the base of this one's a bit, I like a crispy one. I feel like the pepperoni, I took another slice because I really want it. That crust is better than this crust. This one's a bit soft. I mean, I could have left it in longer, but right now, oh my god, it's so spicy. Oh my god. You can't even really see the chilli on that. How is it causing such havoc? Oh, my poor throat. Okay, this one I'm going to give a 5.5 out of 10. Would I eat it again? I wouldn't buy it again. But if I was at my friend's house and she'd bought me this pizza, then I'd eat it. But how loud do I chew with this pizza? Yeah, maybe a 5.5. Highest a 6, but 5.5. Okay, next up is the Asda burrito. Where's the packaging? It's the plant. I'll show you. It's the plant-based smoky tofu burrito. Now this, macro-wise, is actually not horrendous. So 20 grams of fat, but also 21 grams of protein. So I mean, 20 grams of fat for a massive burrito isn't actually bad at all, because it's, I mean, hold on. I had to cradle the size of this. It's a big burrito. It kind of looks like a panini, but it's a burrito. Hold on, up. I feel like you're too far away. Are you too far away? I'm going to end up in the burrito, hold on. Here we are. Again, I have had this before. Do I want to take this out of here? I should. I've had this actually maybe 2 or 3 times, because sometimes if Marco and I are having like a movie night at the weekend and we're being really lazy, we just go to Asda, we get 2 burritos and a tub of ice cream, we put the burritos in the oven and we sit and watch Harry Potter, and it's, do you know what, that's date night. That is lockdown date night. Now this is stuck to the paper right now, so we're just going to ignore that. This is a big burrito. Oh my god, it's roasting. Right, this might take, I'm eating it with cutlery for 2 reasons. 1, it's roasting hot, and 2, I want to show you the inside. Do you know what, I'll just have to lift this piece up. I mean, it's a packed burrito. It's like rice, beans, tofu, and that's what I like about it, because you know normally like vegan things, if they're making like burritos or whatever, they put like mock meat in it, and I'm just not for that. So the fact that it's like rice, beans, tofu, veg, I'm here for it. But look, can you see the heat? Okay, I think I'm ready. Why is everything so spicy? I've like stuck my tongue in it to see if it was cooled down. Can you imagine me as a parent? It's like, here's your dinner. Oh, it might be too hot, let me check. And then, you know, that's the way I check. Don't know what that noise was. I also just watched Emma Chamberlain's, I'm going to read it, Ultimate Burrito Taste Test video on YouTube. She is amazing, I love her. She's also like 10 years younger than me. No, she's 20. Is she 20? For a minute I thought she was like 17, 18, but I actually think she's 20. I could be wrong. But anyway, she basically went to like Taco Bell, Del Taco. I have to read it because I don't know any of these places because they're American. Just, do you know what, go watch her video. After this one, she basically rated like 5 different burrito places, and I'm like, do you know what? There's like one burrito place in Scotland that's good. I've been to Taco Mazama once, disgusting, and Bar Burrito, 10 out of 10. I love Bar Burrito, but if you want a burrito at home, Asda's your place. I can't hold this, it's too hot. Ah! Yep. See, that's good. It's like smoky.
It's like smoky.
Duh, it says it on the packaging. What's your favourite food out of like burritos, pizza, burgers, tacos? Like your favourite like main meal, savoury thing? Like that kind of vibe, like what's your favourite? And I don't mean like healthy one, I mean just like if you were to just have like anything, what would it be? I think mine is, do you know, it might be pizza, but it might also be burgers. I don't know. I do love Mexican. So, I don't know. All of it. The only thing about this burrito is sometimes the bottom of it's a bit, it's not soggy, that's not the word. It's almost like a tiny bit chewy, but I actually quite like it because it's quite doughy. Doughy is the word. However, the top of it is so crispy. This is also Marco's dinner and I'm sticking my fingers in it. Yeah, it's good. The rice is good. The rice is like lime or something, I don't know. It's a winner. Ah. For use of the for use of though? Am I okay? Minor brain fart. For those of you that always ask, like see when I do these kind of taste test videos, which I haven't done one in ages, but obviously I've made 2 pizzas, I've made a burrito. I only did make one of the spring rolls, the rest of them's in the packet. For those wondering where this food goes, it sits back in the oven and Marco and I will share it for dinner later on because it's 2:30, I'm going to the gym at 4 o'clock. I can't be eating 2 pizzas and a burrito, I will be sick. So in case you're wondering, it doesn't go to waste at all, ever. Even if I lived myself, I would like eat it over 2 days. But yeah, it's Marco and I's dinner and it's done, it's cooked and I didn't have to do anything. Thank you. Next up we have the Tesco halloumi cheese. I actually, they're calling it coconut oil alternative to halloumi. I have had halloumi cheese in the past, but I've been vegan for over 7 years now, and I cannot remember what halloumi cheese tastes like. So I'm just going to base this off of what this tastes like as an individual item. I'm not going to compare it to halloumi cheese because I don't know what halloumi cheese tastes like. Now, whilst it cooks on the pan, my card got declined 3 times in Asda today, and I mean, there was money on it, you know, today's payday and all that, and it just kept, but I was on the self-service machine, right, and it kept saying, card declined, transaction, like, what is it, terminated or something, and 3 times it said it, and I was like, okay, might as well just tell everyone in Asda that my card's declined because it's did it 3 times. Then it happened again in Morrisons, but I went round like 4 supermarkets today, so I'm kind of thinking maybe the bank's like unusual transaction, or the card was broke, or I'm broke, you know, one of the ones, any of those ones, I don't know. Cheese, melting, let's go try it. Yeah, oh my god. The amount of hiccups and burps are coming out of me during this taste test is shocking. Right, okay, halloumi cheese, I think I burnt it a bit. Oh, it looks cheesy when you like squish it. You can't see what I'm doing. Basically, I'm like squishing it with a knife. My wrist cannot support a chopping board. Like, I would imagine probably, you know what, I can't even guess. That's the inside. That's too hot. It tastes cheesy anyway. Well, that's salty. Do you know, my face is not agreeing with my taste buds. It is quite nice, but it's really strong. Like, that's too strong for me. Oh, it's a dog. I think if it was in something, like, see if you had this like in, you wouldn't even put it in a wrap. I think it's too strong for a wrap. But maybe you could put it in a wrap with like falafel or something. I think it would balance out, but eating on its own isn't for me. Because I wouldn't do that with cheese previously. You know, people get like cheese boards and eat cheese like on crackers and stuff. That's not for me. I've decided that starting with ice cream is a good way to like cleanse the palate before we move on to like cakes and stuff. But I've made a mistake. It's not a mistake, but it's kind of limiting the range of variety. So we went to Aldi and got these salted caramel ice creams. Now I'm assuming they're supposed to be like magnums, however I do not see a salted caramel magnum, so I think the idea of it's a magnum, and that is the ice cream with the chocolate on it, and I'm assuming it's on a stick. It's on a stick. These were, let me check, I can't check, I don't know where the receipt is. These were not expensive. I want to say they were less than £2, but I could also be lying. But the mistake we've made is I also got ice cream from Asda, and it's also salted caramel. I don't even know if I like salted caramel. I think we'll start with the ice cream though, because I feel like just plain ice cream is going to like cleanse me. Ooh, wait a minute. Salted caramel ice cream alternative rippled with caramel. So let me start that all over again, because that needs to be said in like a Herbal Essences advert kind of way.
Salted caramel ice cream alternative rippled with caramel sauce and sprinkled with fudge pieces.
Okay, look at that. Don't look at me, because I look a riot. I predict a riot. Is that one of those ones that looks good on the top, then you go through and there's nothing in it? Let me try. Oh my god. Oh my god. Why is that so good? That is legit 10 out of 10. Why have I never had this? Is this new? So this is Asda's like own range. Why is that so good? It's a coconut oil based, everything's coconut oil. Is that pan off? I thought I was gonna blow myself up. I can't really dig through this because I'm gonna have to eat the whole ice cream, the whole tub. 10 out of 10 though. 10 out of 10. But if this isn't the whole way through, it's gonna drop to an 8. Because it's the bits in the sauce. That's what's making it so good. Okay, yep, this is basically a magnum. I was expecting that to be smaller than that. I don't know if you can tell on any of these things where it's hot or cold, like the steam. What comes off of cold things? Because it ain't steam. Fog. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I need to read the description because that has pieces on the chocolate. Oh, I knew that was honeycomb.
Vanilla vegan ice cream with a swirl of salty caramel sauce coated with chocolate and sprinkled with honeycomb pieces. There's honeycomb!
On the outside of this is going to be better than a Magnum. Touch wood. Just close my eyes. Bravo. Bravo. Why are all the like own branded stuff tasting so much better than expected? Aldi's own ice cream and Asda's own ice cream, they're really giving Ben & Jerry's and Magnums a run for their money. They really are. Why is there not more sauce? Do you know what? That's getting a 9 out of 10 because if you're comparing it to a Magnum, it's better than a Magnum because it's got a bit more going on. Why is it a 9 then? What's missing? It could do with more sauce in the middle. That's pretty much it. Right, I'm really most excited. Oh my god, what keeps happening to me? What is happening? I think I'm food drunk. This is something I have been... Do you know, I don't normally shop in Asda. I am like a Tesco loyalist through and through. Love Tesco. But Asda's really... I mean, it's coming in with the burritos and now a vegan dark chocolate and salted caramel tart. That doesn't look that big on the screen, but it's actually massive. I need to burp again. So this looks fancy. It's Asda extra special. No wonder my card was declined. Oh, okay. Do I have to do anything with this? Because I think it's just refrigerated. Oh yeah, it's not like something that needs to be cooked. It doesn't have a smell. Do you know what I think this is going to taste like? Caramel shortcake. However, I don't think, oh this, why is everything salted caramel? How did I get this out of here? I love how it's a Tuesday afternoon, I'm sitting myself eating a 10-course meal from blooming Asda special, extra special. Cut that extra special. Ignore the way I've cut this because it failed, but essentially you can see, it's like caramel shortcake but in a tart. It's my ice cream spoon, I can use that, eh? Do you know what? Okay. Bon appetit. I have high hopes for this, I really do. I didn't get a bit of everything there. I need to get a bit of all the layers. Do you ever do that? And you kind of ruin it for yourself because you've not had the full experience? I don't really like that. Do you know what the issue is? It's the crust. The crust is too soft. The crust is like, it's not spongy, that's not the word for it. The crust is too soft. It needs to be like, well, harder, but it needs to be like almost baked. It's as if the crust is raw and it was supposed to be baked. That's what the crust tastes like. The rest of it's actually quite nice. Like, see if that crust was harder, that would be okay. I'm sorry, that's gonna get a 4. Let's get a 4. Okay, second last thing, i.e. the penultimate. Wicked Kitchen cupcakes. Now I'm going to say a really quick again. On Saturday when I had the pizza from Morrisons, I also got the cupcakes from Morrisons. Cupcakes from Morrisons are just like solid, easy. Like, say if you're having like a kid's birthday party, that's the kind of like standard that they are. They're good. They're not like the best cupcakes in the world. They're like £1 for 2 or something like that. However, they are £1, so they're decent. However, don't know why I'm saying however so many times, it's like not the word I want to use. These were £3.50, which actually when I add that up is only 50p dearer, so it's actually not that bad. But I thought, is that a bit expensive for cupcakes? Because I don't actually know the price of cupcakes. I'm eating the crumbs of the crust I didn't like. Okay, so lemon cupcakes with a swirl of lemon spiked frosting and zesty, crunchy clumper. Okay, I feel sick. Oh, my hair is just tragic. Tragedy. Which one are we going for? Do you ever do that? Do you know what I'm really bad for? Like say if Marco and I like share something to eat, I'll like cut it in like half and then be like, what's the bigger half? That's, oh, these smell really lemony. They look a bit soft. Ta-da! Can you see this? Okay, camera is running out of battery. Let's just take a bite. Ooh. Do you know what? Yeah, I'd pay £3.50 for them again. You get 6 in it, so that's why. 7 out of 10. There's not much else to say in the cupcake. It's like soft and moist. I hate that word. Everybody hates that word, but it's the word to describe a cake, like a good cake. That's moist. This is really lemony. Obviously it's lemon cake, it's supposed to be lemony. That's a 7 out of 10. That is a 7 out of 10. Okay, and last but not least, oh, I feel so ill. Okay, last but not least, croissants. Now, I love croissants. Like, I do love croissants, but I just feel like there's a time and a place for a croissant, you know? Like, I had croissants the morning of my wedding. Like, that's the croissant vibe. Or if you're in Paris, but I wouldn't just like, I never just crave a croissant, like, randomly. Or a croissant, as some people say, which is very incorrect. These are from Tesco. How many's in this? 6 croissants. I normally like my croissant toasted, but we don't have time for that because my camera is literally dying on me here. So they're all individually wrapped. Points for that. Points for that in terms of you can take it on the go and it's convenient because they're not going to go off, but less points because it's more plastic. And we're also going to try this as well. It's the Livia's Dunks Choco Hazel Twist, which I think is supposed to be like Nutella or like similar to. And we're just going to dip the croissant in it. That's essentially what we're going to do here. I have really hurt my wrist. I don't know what I've done. That's a lot of suction going on. Is this going to fly out? No. Oh, I'm going to be sick. I'm so full. And I just keep putting in more and more food. Okay. I love croissants. This needs to be toasted. Toasted croissants are so much better. That just is what it is. Like, that's just a croissant, and that is just like, that's more like a Nutella sauce. It's like melted. You know, like Nutella's a spread. That's not a spread. That's definitely like saucy and something you dip and dunk in rather than like spread. Croissant. That's a good croissant, but it needs to be toasted because soft ones just they're still not the same. They need to be toasted. I'm wrapping this up really quickly because this is flashing, telling me that it's running out of battery. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, if you've tried, if you did, like the video and also comment down below if you've tried any of this food and what your thoughts are.